if both Canet and Schroeder could set in that early part of that race on the soft tyre, it's got to be worth a punt for the likes of Bastianini. We know Marini was setting super fast lap times on it throughout free practice and qualifying, so it's going to make an interesting race here.
35 degrees was track temperature coming into the first part of this race. 25 lap race, of course, it was to be. It's now down to 31 degrees. Gavin mentioned it earlier, actually, when we were sat here chatting about the weather. He could see that the clouds were blowing in, and it went very hazy all of a sudden. As soon as the sun is taken away and the clouds have blocked it, the track temperature will come down, and that then makes time choices pretty critical. The Motogp guys will be keeping an eye on this as well. And down into turn one with a full tank of fuel, he was brave as you like and just drove it underneath Luca Marini from pole position. Navarro blasts off the line as well. Jake Dixon took a straight line down towards turn one on the 96 bike and slotted in behind Enea Bastianini. Sam Lowe's between the two speed-up bikes. Sam getting a little tangled, if you saw some of the replays earlier on. Getting a little tangled, and that's why he will be starting from row 3 rather than the benefit of row 2, where he'd really made his way up to. So starting positions will be from where they ended at the end of lap 6, I think it was. But a 10-lap race coming our way. And that was Xavi bashing his way through to the front. So Petronas bike just there in the middle of your shot being Jake Dixon, and a Petronas bike out front being Xavi Vierge, Jake Dixon's teammate.
Yeah, the Petronas boys seem to be quite comfortable. Xavi was really strong at the front until those spots of rain came, and then you could see it was...
It's hard though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard when you lead the pack. We've all been there, and it is really tricky to work your pace out. And how often do you see the front runner slide out of it?
Yeah.
Just push that little bit too hard.
Especially you come to a section of the racetrack that's had a little bit of a stronger downpour for, can take 5 to 10 seconds, and it just changes the surface. You're always the first to arrive, so you have to be the one who kind of commits.
The pace.
Exactly, and it's such a tough thing to do.
Normally 100,000 people in here on a Sunday. It's 10,000 today. That's the maximum that's allowed in. Whether there is actually 10,000 or not, we don't know till we get the sheets at the end of the day, but that is the maximum allowance, 10,000 people at trackside to spectate here. Vierge gets himself ready to go back out again. Out from the tented village at the back of the pits here as well. I mean, even at trackside, they weren't predicting rain for this afternoon. Certainly the original forecast was rain on Sunday afternoon. That was a week ago, and then slowly but surely it drifted to Monday being where the rain was going, and then we were hearing from the track that thunderstorms were predicted for tonight, but then Gavin had his radar out and could spot the clouds blowing in. Gavin Emmett here at Triumph, where we are at the moment at the factory visitor experience. We're up in the clothing shop up here. There's no clothes left. Hodges had them all. Keeps sneaking out of here. I wonder why you keep leaving after dark. Hours after we finished. So we roll out then for this quick start procedure. When they open the end of pit lane, it's open for 60 seconds. Everybody has to be out by 60 seconds. Otherwise you're stopped from leaving pit lane, and that's where you're going to end up starting from. There is a dummy grid there. There it is. They've just run over it. That is where Sam Lowe's had to start from last week, and the reason they didn't let him go was until everybody had gone past that white line you've just seen to the right of us there. That's Rio corner down the bottom there. Everyone down at trackside, we're getting reports that and you can see on the camera, it's still spitting with rain.